What's up? What's up? What's that? We here. We're here for a whole nother week of tomfoolery. It ain't gonna be long tonight because we ain't gonna hold y'all because we tired. Well, I'm tired specifically. I had a long weekend, and this upcoming weekend is gonna be even longer. But we're gonna do this again on Monday because this is my therapy, if you will. Um, talking about these folks. So, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Real quick, shout out to Divine Joy. Did I say her name right? You on mute, honey. You was muted.
I believe you did. Yes.
Okay, and so she won Best Supporting Actress for The Holdovers, which is that on what streaming service is that on?
I'm believing that it's on Hulu.
On the Hulu, girl. I love seeing black actresses get their due, their just due. So I'm really, really proud of her and glad that she got that role. She wasn't expecting it at all. She was crying. I did not get to see her speech. I did hear that she, did her thing. So very excited that she was able to win that award. Were there any other? I didn't watch the Oscars. Y'all was so tired last night. It wasn't even funny. I didn't watch.
I'm looking right now. Okay, so Best Picture is Oppenheimer.
Oh, okay. I hadn't seen that. Keep going.
It's on Peacock. I know that much. Best Actor goes to, I think his name is Cillian Murphy. He was on Oppenheimer.
Cillian Murphy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Jeffrey Wright from American Fiction was one of the nominees for Best Actors.
And he didn't win. I want to see that movie. I do want to see that movie that he was in because Issa Rae is in that movie. Tracy Ellis Ross, Eric Alexander.
And then our boy, what's his name from This Is Us? Sterling K. Brown.
He's in there too. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to see that movie. Definitely. Don't know what it's about. I know he's a writer, and I think he might.
What I'm gathering is about a man who just wrote a story that depicts black people in a bad light for some reason, just to see is it going to sell?
Because was he writing other things, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think he was writing other things and nobody was going to buy it. So he was just, this is what I'm thinking. I don't know for sure if this is.
We're going to see because I'm going to watch it. It's going to be on one of the streaming networks, I'm sure, pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
So I hadn't seen Oppenheimer.
Yeah. So Sterling K. Brown was also nominated for Best Supporting Actor for American Fiction. However, Robert Downey Jr., he won his first Oscar for Oppenheimer. His first.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I mean, Robert is a good actor, so I ain't mad at that. You know, I always root for everybody black, but I'm not mad at that at all. He's phenomenal actor. He's been phenomenal. Even when he was on the drugs, he was phenomenal.
So it looks like Oppenheimer was the big winner.
Okay.
Of all of it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Which I'm not surprised when you have a big blockbuster film like that, with all them people in it, because it was a lot. It was a lot of folks in it.
Yeah. I was like, what?
So what? I don't even know what Oppenheimer is about.
It's about the atomic bomb. The maker of
Oppenheimer, what created it?
I think so.
Okay, so cool. I don't know that I care to watch it, but I might watch it just because. And I remember Robert Downey Jr. being in it. I just, So Halle Bailey was honored over the weekend. She and her sister were out. Of course, this was awards. This is like the big awards weekend. And there is a picture. I want to put this out here. There's a picture with Halle, Chloe, Normani, and Mooney Long, and they were like, "This could be the new girlfriends." I said, "Oh, that's cute." They've been talking about for a while. everybody that was on Girlfriends is like 50 plus. So I'm not interested in seeing them be girlfriends. They would be
Mhm.
like the Golden Girls 2.0. But but it would be nice to get a younger version of girl since they remaking everything else. They done remade the game. I'm for it. Like, before the a lot of people don't know that the game was a spinoff of Girlfriends, right? So I
Mhm.
want to literally see something. I think that's a really good I think that would be good. I don't know. I don't know what the girls are doing. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know that Mooney has ever acted. I don't think Normani has either, but everybody else doing it. If Lala can go on BMF and do whatever on there and did what she did on Power, that's interesting. She was on Power, now she's on BMF, and yeah, that acting, Lord God. Oh, at any rate,
Haven't seen any of them.
I know you haven't, because I don't think you do the ghetto TV. I have to have me a ghetto show or two right then and there. Word on the curb is Star is supposed to be coming back. I'm tired of Lee Daniels playing in my face though, so I need to know dates and times because the way Star ended was not cool. I don't care what nobody say. I had gotten into it. I know Queen Latifah over here being the equalizer, but I need everybody in place because y'all left us hanging on a cliffhanger, and then Fox was it Fox? Then Fox canceled
Mhm.
Star. So I need to know what happens. I need to know who did what and why, and I need to make sure everybody is available to be a part of this new rendition of Star. Jude, the lead girl, Star, done had about 15 different children. And y'all, cause y'all been on the break, she keep getting pregnant, she keep having babies. So all I'm saying is, get the girls back together so that we can make this happen. That's all I'm saying. So Halle, back to Halle. I'm sorry, I done got off topic. Um, she was honored at an event with an award, and during her acceptance speech, she talked about two things that were very, very hard. One of her proudest moments was being cast as Ariel. Of course, y'all know everybody was up in arms about her being a black mermaid. And what bothers me about that is a mermaid is not a real thing. Okay, it's not. It's a fictional character, and everybody got mad because Halle Bailey was black playing the Little Mermaid. Um, we were happy because it's representation for our little girls to see. My sister and I took my niece to go see the Little Mermaid, and I enjoyed it. It was fun time with my niece. It was for her to see a black girl that looks just like her being somebody that the whites are telling us we can't play. I
Right.
enjoyed it, and I like the diversity of the cast.
Mhm.
His daughters weren't all black. He was Latino, and he had, well, Papa seemed to be a Rolling Stone because he had children of all different nationalities and colors and creeds. Javier Bardem was,
But
Bardem,
wasn't it was like each daughter represent each sea or something like that?
something like that. But that means you got to get out in the sea and make the daughters. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Okay. You
And
had to
he
make
sure
the
was
daughters.
making the daughters.
Huh?
And he sure was making the
He
daughter.
made him some daughters, baby. If he didn't do nothing else, King Titan made him some daughters, baby. He made him some daughters. Um, I enjoyed the movie. I actually watched it again on Disney Plus because it came out. I wanted to watch it. I'm a big kid anyway. I love Disney movies. Before I had kids, my friends and I used to go to the movie theaters to go watch the Disney movies. Okay, high school, college, it didn't stop. And so when I had kids, it was just ever so exciting to continue watching. Right, the
Yeah.
Disney movies. I can go watch this and I ain't got to try to make no excuse for going to watch the movie and ain't nobody gonna laugh at my big round butt to go to the Disney movie. That's fine. I'm okay with it. So, but I did enjoy The Little Mermaid. She did an excellent job. Her voice is amazing. Her acting was amazing. She did her thing. So that was one thing that she said that was hard for her. The other thing was, you Negroes would not get off of this girl's neck about this baby. Right? Here is what we seem to get misconstrued when it comes to celebrities. I do not care how much of in the spotlight I am in. Guess what? I will never do. Unless my children are okay with being in the spotlight, I'm not going to put them in the spotlight. You're not going to know. I was talking to somebody not too long ago, And I was like, many guys knew about Jalen and Joshua that I probably dated. A lot of them didn't get to meet my kids. You
Mm-mm.
know, you meet my kids,
I
yeah,
mean
I might
something
think something of you. If you
right.
don't meet my children, then it was fun while it lasted, bro. So
So this is my thing. Why is it a problem about Halle Bailey?
Bailey girl, not Berry.
Halle, Halle
Halle Bailey.
Bailey, Halle Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
But Ryan Gosling and Eve, is it Eva Longoria? They've
Eva
been together.
Mendes.
Eva Longoria, Eva Mendez. You know what I'm talking about. They've been together for almost over a decade,
Oh yeah.
and they keep their stuff private.
A lot of
They,
celebs do. You
they
see what I'm
don't even
saying?
go to the award ceremonies together.
No, no. So it's those things, right? That why she couldn't keep that part of her life private. I'm not exactly sure. But um she didn't want to share that with everybody. She wanted those moments to herself, and she got it. And for everybody who was, you wrong, you should have told. Like, no, she shouldn't have told. She should have did what she did, which was, um, be private and share what you wanted to share when you wanted to share it. So shout out to Halle. I'm always gonna champion a sister that's doing her thug thizzle, and uh not answering to anybody and not following these rules. Y'all, this Reesa Teesa, y'all ain't let Reesa. She done told her story on the TikTok, and y'all couldn't wait to go make a Tubi movie. I ain't watched it. I didn't see the nurse one either. I didn't see the Megan Thee Stallion one either. Y'all have just really taken Tubi to a whole new level. I just don't understand the woman who didn't know who her husband was. Is that the name of the movie?
The wife that didn't know who her husband was,
My God,
or
why?
who the wife that didn't know who she married, something like that.
Why are
I
we like
sent
this?
it to you. I sent it to you.
You did okay. So shout out to Reesa Teesa though. She did sign with the company. Um there are some actresses that they're throwing out, and Reesa actually has heard. If y'all aren't familiar with the show called Ghost that comes on CBS, I've only watched like maybe 1 or 2 episodes. It's hilarious and it's funny. It's just not my type of show. But the black actress on there, her name is Danielle Pinnock. She lives, I don't know if she's Canadian or not. I think she lives in Canada right now. She's a heavy set, dark skinned woman. She's gorgeous. She's really, really pretty lady to me. I was like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. And then I thought she was maybe what's the girl's name? What's the movie with K Michelle with the two girls that kind of look alike, and one of the girls was
The
trying to,
single black female.
is that the name of it?
Single black
Okay.
female.
So she those two kind of sort of look alike, but she looks more like not the singing girl. Well, both of them can sing, but not the girl that's been acting longer than the other girl. I can't think of their names right now. It's gonna come to me. Amber Riley, and the other girl is darn it, Raven Goodwin. So she looks more like Raven Goodwin to me than Amber Riley, but Amber and Raven kind of favor, in my opinion. So, which is why that single black female movie kind of worked. And they're supposed to be coming out with a part two to it. All three of them are back for a part two. So I guess the girl ain't get her revenge. She did come up missing. They didn't actually kill her at the end of the movie. She was gone when they came back. So she gets to wreak more havoc in that girl's life. That's crazy. Um, so that happened. Okay, you just okay. So that happened. Um, so yeah, I just I hope it works out. I really do. I hope the story is good. Stay far away from Tyler Perry and them wigs. Although he did a good job with the wigs in the recent movie he came out with on Netflix with Kelly Rowland. And if y'all haven't watched that, Mia Culpa, there are mixed reviews about it. Kelly did
I
an
haven't
excellent
seen
job.
it yet.
Well, let me tell you something, baby. That Trevante Rhodes, oh God, oh Jesus, oh Lord. I want that man to pour paint all over me. I just want y'all to know that right now. Just pour some paint on me. Yes. That man can pour paint on me. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all who have seen the movie know what I'm talking about. One of my friends got on on Facebook and had a little jar of paint and was pouring it on the. I said, "No, you need some more paint than this, sir. That is not enough paint." Um, but yeah, I need y'all need to get with that. Definitely get with that. So check it out. See, Mia Copa if you can over on the Netflix. I don't know what you laughing at, and I don't think I want to know. I don't believe that I want to know. What are you laughing at? I'm not doing this with you tonight. I'm not gonna do this. Dre
I said the
Michelle.
truth. I
Dre
said the
Michelle
truth.
got a whole 22-year-old pregnant. What happened? Well, I done stopped to do this. We all live.
Yeah,
Stop.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So at any rate, Dre Michelle done got a 22-year-old. I mean, oops, my bad. Dre Michelle is pregnant by a 22-year-old basketball player. He played basketball. Jalen, what's his name? His name is Jalen. Let me tell y'all something right now. I ain't gonna be in my boy's business, but I'm gonna be in my boy's business. Um, let's talk about it real quick, right? So my kid, right, wants to play the professional sport of football. And I can't, no. Get your auntie away from my child. You understand what I'm saying? Aunties, stay away. I'm gonna be that mama. I'm gonna be Tasha Mack 2.0. No, 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 no. I let him do what he do with the youngins, okay? But what I will not do is I will not allow you old aunties to be all up on my child, okay? I just cannot. Drea, you have secured your bag for the next 20 years. Um,
So you secure your bag until you're 60.
I mean, she better do well with her money. That's all I'm gonna say. Jalen Green, he is 22 years old. Jalen plays for. I know the team. I know the team. It's gonna come to me. It ain't came to me yet. Jalen is the proud baby's father of Drea Michelle. Now, Drea's a pretty girl. She is gorgeous. She has businesses, whatever, whatever, whatever. But why we went and got pregnant by a 22-year-old, I don't know. I don't know at all. But it's when you were 22, that boy was 11. Okay? Or maybe not quite 11, but you get what I'm saying. He was young. Um and let me say this. I would say the same thing if a man got him a young 22-year-old, if he was 40 some years old. She's not quite 40. I think she turns 40 this year. I would be doing the same thing. Like, what the heck? A lot of guys, a lot of people are like kind of, mixed on it, have mixed feelings about it. Some people say, hey, Drea, and that boy is grown. He's 22 years old. He making money. He's in the NBA. It is what it is. Y'all are the same people who somebody pointed out that Beyonce was in Case's video as a model in Case's video. If y'all ever couldn't we be happily ever
Mhm.
after?
I remember
Everybody
that.
was like, Beyonce was 17.
And wasn't she also? They were Destiny Child was on the video of what's that group that sings
With
um
the twins. With the
with the
twins.
twins? You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be. I want to be.
I gotta be the one
I
you
gotta be.
love.
There
Yeah,
was two different videos made with that
yeah,
song.
Yeah,
One with Destiny's Child
yeah.
and one with them singing outside
And
the church.
also, Latoya and Latavia were dating the twins. Um, so here's the thing: we pick when we want to be angry about certain people's things. Now, keep in mind, nobody's signing my check. Neither one of those people are signing my check. But I'm just also saying, as a mother of an athlete, aunties, try it if you want to. Tasha Mack Jr. is gonna be all over you because I'm not playing those games. He will date the girls that are within his age range. He is not bringing no aunties home, no grandmamas, no great grandmamas. He's not doing it. So y'all stay over there, and he gonna stay over here. I'm just keeping it 100. Now my child probably really finna try to get me married off to somebody real soon. If he see this video, he gonna be like, yeah, so mom, here go your dude over here. He's such and such as uncle. You go over there with him. I see that. My children have been trying to marry out for many, many years. I don't know what that means. But I'm just saying, Tasha Mack Jr., I'm not even playing them games. Um, and a lot of people are mixed on the decision, and that's fine. You know, that lady did what she did to secure her bag, and I ain't mad. But you play a dangerous game because I think about Brittany Renner, for instance. If y'all aren't familiar with her, she's the young lady that Coach Prime had come to JSU's locker room and talk about how not to get trapped by a gold digger. She specifically targeted her baby's dad, right? Going to the college games, seeking folk out, trying to get, and now she's going through hell. You know what I'm saying? With her baby dad. So hopefully that's not Drea's story. Hopefully Drea, a little bit more mature now, and she can kind of deal with that in a better way. I don't know. Ugh. Okay, off of Drea. Um. Okay, we hit all the high points. Love is Blind. Let's talk about that.
True child.
So so
The
before
only two that got
Clay,
married.
we're gonna put Clay in them to the end. The, let's talk about old boy and old girl. The ones that their biggest argument was having kids. He was like, I don't want to have kids right away. I want to
They got
travel. I
married.
want to do this. I want to do that. And that's respectful. I can get behind it. I can get with it. I'm gonna find out who the names of the. I don't never know nobody's name. That's so sad.
It's
Never know anybody's name.
hold on. I get it. But go ahead. They end up getting married.
They did get married. I think they're still together. We'll see. Um, so let's talk about um those two. So that was their biggest concern, making sure that they were straight. She didn't want to get on birth control. Somebody's going to ask a very important question, and that important question is, so why not condoms? I know they're not 100%, but if you don't want to get on birth control and he don't want to use the pull-out method, then hey, condoms, there you go. It's problem solved. Other thing is, if you do your research on the right type of um birth control, if you got a condition or something that you're concerned about, um I say do the research, get with your doctor and figure that out. Birth control will bless your soul. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I'm talking to somebody who is an avid believer. Yes, I have 2 children, but I'm an avid believer of birth control of the birth, because kids cost what money? Today I spent almost $200 at Kroger and I ain't get nothing. Okay, real talk. I got a few things, not things that can fill my Frigidaire. Almost $200. Okay, they cost money. They not cheap.
Amy, Amy, and hold on.
What's that man's name?
Hold on.
And they got a whole bunch of people that I don't even think I saw. I see Amy. Give me the couples chat. I don't need to know all these folks.
Oh, girl, these folks. I don't want to say Jimmy. It's not Jimmy.
It's not Jimmy. Jimmy was with the insecure baby, Chelsea. I'm so mad at Clay right now. What is his name? And
Is it
Trevor. I'm
is
kind
it
of this. I'm
Johnny?
mad at this. Huh?
Is it Johnny?
Is it Johnny? Let me see. Jeremy was a jerk. All of these guys didn't really make the cut. Yes, it's Johnny. It's Johnny. So Johnny and Amy got married. Super excited about that. I knew that was gonna happen. They were really into each other. They really allowed the experiment to work. They didn't overthink anything. They talked things out. They basically were on the same page for the most part. I think Amy is Catholic, so they don't really believe in birth control. But I'm just like, this is the year of our Lord 2024. Birth control is a thing, and I am a very, very true believer in planning out your life. Not know whatever would be will be, case Sarah Sarah. I'm talking about making sure that your life is set up the way you want it to be set up.
Yeah.
Correct? That's what I'm an avid believer in. Let's make sure we got some things taken care. I love my children. I love my children. I love my children. I keep saying that I love my children. I really wish that before I had kids, I would have traveled and saw the world. I really wish that I would have been able to do that. That's something that is a desire of my heart. I still want to do it. I still want to go overseas and see the world, right? So I didn't get to do that. I had kids, I had to work, I had to take care of them, I had to make sure they were straight. I the countdown is on. We get this boy out this 8th grade. He gets to the 9th grade. We finna be pushing to get him out the house so Faith can happily be able to do whatever Faith wants to do in the world. You know what I'm saying? I am ready to see everything. Now, again, he's gonna be in high school, so I don't necessarily have to. We could work some things out where somebody can take him to school maybe a week to give mama a vacation. But all I'm saying is these are the things that I'm thinking about, and I'm thinking about that I could have done. So I think they have the right um thought process in mind. Hopefully that keeps them there. But for the most part, they're like soulmates, and that works for them. But the other thing that is very disappointing is I'm tired of seeing one or two couples make it and then don't make it, because there was one season where one couple got divorced, or did two couples get divorced? One season didn't nobody make it. I don't think. I can't remember what season there was.
I want to say it wasn't the last
No, it
season.
wasn't the last season.
I think I want to say either season 2 or season 3.
Didn't nobody make it? Like nobody. People got married, but they were like divorced or split up or separated or
It's
one
either
together.
season 2 or season 3.
Okay. I don't want to see another season like that. I also don't want to see another season like this, because this was almost the most disappointing, almost more disappointing than the other season where didn't nobody make it. So Brittany
Kind
and
of like
Kenneth,
Married at First Sight.
huh?
Kind of like Married at
Yeah,
First Sight.
you know what? I don't even want to mention that show in this same realm of. I don't, because Married at First Sight has pissed me off one too many
So,
times.
so did you watch this current season?
I did not, because I can't do it to myself no more. I cannot. Was it good?
You had one guy stood up at the altar. The girl went up there and said, I don't want to marry, or I don't want to be married at first sight.
So
And
let's talk here. Okay.
walked off. However, towards the end of the season, they found him another wife. So
On the American version?
On the American version, yes.
So he didn't get to do none of the other stuff the other people did.
They doing
At
it
the end
late.
of
They doing it late. They didn't have a real honeymoon. The honeymoon was in Colorado where they was living. Because it was almost, when they got married, it was 2 weeks before decision day. So
how can I truly make a decision?
But they're not making a decision on decision day. They're still on their little thing. So I don't know how they're gonna do it.
How they gonna do that? Okay.
But hold on. Okay, so go ahead. Talk about
we're gonna start with Brittany and Kenneth. Now, word on the curb is Kenneth really likes the boys. I don't know how true that is.
I think he does.
Kenneth took some conversations that Brittany was trying to have with him and took it as she really wasn't that into them. And I think something else happened behind the scenes is what I'm thinking. Because again, they edit those things. You know, we find out like with Married at First Sight that there was more going on behind the scenes than we actually knew. So they cut things because you know they got to condense it. They take a lot of video and everything. So I don't know how that's gonna pan out. We'll find that out a little later. Another couple that did not make it was Laura and Jeremy. So Jeremy had a choice between Laura and what's that girl's name? What little
Sue
country
Ann or something like that, Silly
something
Ann
like
or
that.
something like that.
Peggy Ann,
Thirsty
Peggy
Ann.
Sue.
I'm gonna call her Thirsty Ann because your
Okay.
buddy knew
Um,
that.
he had a choice between the two ladies. He chose Laura. Got with Laura. Um, and and then decided to go see this girl. Her name is gonna bother me, and I saw it. Went to go see this girl and was with her like out to like the next morning. We don't know what happened. Neither one of them are saying
But here's
anything.
the thing. He had his location on.
Had his
So,
location on.
so the girl knew where he
So she
was.
knew where you were. You were lying to her. You was coming to gaslight her. Then you gaslit her even more because I'm trying to work it out with her. I tried to give her this and I tried to make sure this happened. And I tried to make sure I got her flowers and she still wouldn't apologize. Sir, really?
Why does she need to apologize?
What she's accepting your apology for? You lied to her.
I think if he would have just been honest instead of lying, she
Sarah
would
Ann.
probably.
That's her name. Yeah, because he really came in trying to lie to that girl, and that girl was like, "You lying to me, though. Your location was on. You shared your location with me. That was really dirty." And she was really hurt. And he was a jerk about it. He was a jerk. So I don't particularly care for Jeremy. If I see him out on the street, I might trip him. Chelsea and Jimmy. So I told y'all this wasn't gonna work out because Chelsea is too insecure.
But then they were spotted together though.
We're gonna get into that in just a minute. Cause so was Clay and AD. So Chelsea and Jimmy had a big they had one argument. One argument, Jimmy was like, "You get on my nerves. You're a little too clingy." Oh, I'm clingy. Oh my god, I'm clingy. So she got mad at him at that, and because she was like, "You ain't kiss me today. You ain't him." He's like, "I kissed you when we got up. Like, what you want from me?" And so she was like, "No, you didn't." Yes, I did. He was like, "Oh my god, you get on my nerves. You're clingy." I understood where he was coming from because sis, no, you can't be on me like white on rice 24/7. We can't have it. I get it. I understand wholeheartedly. So they had an argument. Chelsea got drunk and she mentioned that Jimmy slept with one of his best friends. Of course, this was in the past, but if y'all remember the girl best friends that came to meet her to kind of give their stamp of approval, he told her that to be honest with her and say, "Hey, I slept with this girl. It didn't work out. We weren't, it was a one-time thing. It happened. We are the best of friends. We do not want each other. It's not happening." So now you're insecure whenever he goes out. He's been going out with these girls for a long time. I was at a frat party. What are you talking about? But she was there. No, she wasn't. Who told you that? Like, what are you doing? So she kept trying to push the conversation about him sleeping with this girl. And real talk, she told her that off camera. It wasn't supposed to be discussed on camera. So that made him look at her in a different light because it's like, girl, you doing too much. So they talked about what they would say during decision day. This was the night before the weddings, I'm assuming. And he was saying that he didn't want to get married because he felt like, he saw her in a different light. She changed kind of his opinion about her by her actions. But I apologize. I get that you apologize, but sis, you still did it. I'm telling you to stop and you continue down, right? So they didn't work out. They didn't even make it to the altar, blah, 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 blah. Jimmy also did not choose Jessica because Jessica had a kid. He really wasn't ready for that responsibility. Instead of saying that, he did whatever he did to Jessica, which I thought was dirty. Additionally, Chelsea, in my opinion, was a better fit for Trevor. We're gonna talk about Trevor in just a minute because it's gonna be revealed on the reunion a couple of things, because there was some spoiler alerts if you saw the trailer for the reunion.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Chelsea and Trevor would have hit it off better than Chelsea and Jimmy. And then the other part of it is, I literally think Jimmy took to heart what that girl said about looking like Megan Fox. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think you. Oh, I'm gonna go for Megan Fox over whoever this chick is over here. So those were the things that Clay, 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 Clay.
No, no, hold on. Before you get to Clay, Clay's daddy.
Hmm.
Clay's daddy.
His dad is a butthole, and I mean that wholeheartedly. I mean that wholeheartedly. First of all, if I ever found out my dad cheated on my mom, and my dad is my homie, right? That's my road dog. If I ever found out my dad cheated on my mama, all bets would be off. You can't come to my wedding. I'm already having doubts because you cheated. You showed me a bad example of what a marriage is.
But and then that's the boy. That's the thing. You traumatize this boy by taking him on your excursions.
Right. You traumatized that baby. That baby is traumatized. Needs to sit on somebody's couch and talk through his feelings because you have traumatized this baby. I'm sick of parents thinking that what they are doing is not traumatizing to their kids when they do the things to their kids. Like, why are you putting the baby through that type of drama? Like, stop, right? Why are you doing it? Kids remember that. They take that to heart. And I see you doing this to my mama. And so I think I'm going to do the same thing because the only example that I had of a relationship is what I'm seeing before me. This sucks. This blows, right? So, so Clay has been saying all along he doesn't know if he's ready to be married. AD told him, what, if you ain't ready to be married, guess what? Ain't no boyfriend, girlfriend over here. We're on the show to get married. That's what we on the show to do.
And this is what I don't understand. You sign up for a show
Sign up
that
for a show
says at the end of the show,
I'm
you
getting
gotta
married.
get married. Why get on this show? If you want to be on the show just a date, go
Go on
on,
a dating show.
go on what,
Love
Love
Island.
Island or Too Hot to Handle, something like that. But don't go on a show like Married at First Sight or at
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind, knowing you got to
Or
get
90
married.
Day Fiance.
Knowing you
Knowing you at the end of it, you have to get married to that person. Why do that dumb thing? It's stupid to me. It makes absolutely positively no sense. So, with that being said, um, Clay gets to the altar. AD says, absolutely, I'm all in. I'm ready. Let's do this. I'm ready to be Mrs. whatever Clay last name is. And Clay says, I ain't ready to be no husband. I'm not saying we can break up because I really want to be with you. I just am not ready to be anybody's husband yet because in your mind you are so jaded by whatever your dad and whatever his daddy said to him was some craziness when he was, getting ready or whatever. Like, you're not a good example. And his mom, I respect his mom so much. I definitely respect his mom so much. The fact that he came in the room where AD was and was like, we gonna be together. This ain't over. And she's like, bro, I ain't gonna be able to do this with you. I told you what I wanted. I told you what I wanted, and you did exactly what I, I thought we was in this together. A lot of people's like, well, AD was wrong for believing. No, the man shouldn't have been on the show. The man should not have proposed to AD. That wasn't. A lot of people are saying her looks. AD is beautiful. She has a bang body.
but
She's a beautiful young lady.
the only thing about AD is them god awful lashes.
A lot of people don't like the lashes. A lot of people do. A lot of people don't. A lot of people do. She's a dance girl, right? So they wear all types of stuff, makeup. They wear the lashes. They wear all those things when they're performing. That's something she's used to. Um, God awful lashes. I can't do it because I can't see. If the lash is too big, I can't see nothing. Okay,
Mhm.
I see absolutely nothing. I'm driving. I'm driving on the hope and the prayer. If I got them on, my cousin and I fight over it every time. As a matter of fact, that reminds me, I need to go buy some. I got to get my makeup done for Saturday. I have to go buy me some lashes that I can see, cause I can't. I
But
can't
here,
do the
and
video.
then here's the thing: if I'm gonna wear lashes, you best believe my makeup is gonna be on point. I'm gonna have some kind of makeup on because it really does not look cute when you got lashes on, but you ain't got no lick of makeup.
Some people though, when they wear lashes, it makes it seem like they got makeup on and they don't. Some people, not all. But that's neither here nor there. You proposed to the girl. You were okay with what you saw when you saw her. You saw her obviously without makeup. I don't think that was your issue. I don't. Now, there were rumors about Clay being gay as well. I saw on the TikTok. There have also been some outings that people have seen. Let me go here. Clay and AD, they showed them spending Christmas together, or around December 2023 they spent some time together. They have been also outings of um um Chelsea and Jimmy. They've been going out on dates and hanging out with each other and eating and all that stuff. We'll actually find out who's together, who's not, all that stuff at the reunion. But I hate when these things are given away. I would rather know. I would rather it be a surprise. I'm not following any of these people, but other people are. And when I'm on TikTok, y'all spoil it for me. Y'all do. Nevertheless, we will see how this goes. Shout out to Marshall, by the way. He is engaged. I think he got a baby on the way. Shout out to him. There is also another lawsuit that has been filed against Love is Blind. And Marshall breaks it down on one of the TikToks where a girl was talking about one of the young ladies, is filing a lawsuit against Love is Blind. And they were talking about how they held her hostage. They took her passport, they took her wallet and phones and all this other stuff. Well, they take those things because they want you to participate in the experience. Whenever you go on a lot of reality shows, they take your phones and whatnot. You don't get to have your phones on a lot of the reality shows. So those are things that y'all just gotta take into consideration.
You saw how happy Kenneth was when he got his phone back.
Ecstatic. Okay. So of course, eventually you get those things back. But when you're going through that process initially, and I'm sure when you applied to be on the show, I'm pretty certain that they gave you all those details before you got on the show. So I don't know if that lawsuit is going to stick. There are some other lawsuits that are out there about them starving the folk, and I'm seeing the people cooking. So what they starve you? I'm confused how they do that. So we'll see how this works and pans out. I like that they're going to different cities. So they're kind of going to different cities, kind of like what Married at First Sight does. Um, they're going to different cities to meet, people and whatnot. Um, I don't know, y'all. I feel like, you know, I don't know. We gotta y'all gotta do better. And I want to see more love stories. I'm sorry, I don't want to see the tumultuous. A little drama is fine, but everybody got drama. I cannot. Matthew, by the way, the guy who looks like Clark Kent that AD was actually interested in.
You know what? He kind of looked like one of my ex boyfriends, but the white version of an ex boyfriend.
Oh wow.
And I told him,
Um,
it was so funny. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
but he said that they edited stuff to make him look in a
Now, I'm sorry. Him walking out of them girls, they had me cracking up.
and I'm wondering if they did edit that to make him look like a jerk. Because he did, but he was awkward. he wasn't really used to dating. He talked about that. He talked about that awkwardness. I hate, I don't know if maybe AD would have been happier with the white man. I don't know. Um, he was just really, really awkward and weird though. He really was. Um, but we'll see. We shall see how this all pans out.
Let me briefly talk about Married at First Sight.
Go right ahead, girl.
Okay, so they're in Denver, Colorado. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just gonna say couple one, couple two, couple three, couple four, and
Yeah,
couple.
because I don't know none of these people.
Okay,
I don't
couple
want to know
one.
them.
The groom got stood up. He's very eclectic, okay? He's very out there, okay? His style is out there. So I guess I don't know once. And what was weird about it, they didn't show that bride like with the other brides. You know how like they have the little bachelorette parties and
Yeah.
everything. They didn't show that bride. I guess because she decided not to do it. But
Mm-hmm.
they showed the back of her head, and when they showed her go up, she's saying, "I don't want to be a bride. I want to be married at first sight." And she walked off basically. And
That
the
must
dude was
got in
hurt.
trouble. That vetting process is crazy.
Okay. And so couple number two is a black woman, and then you have an indigenous man. He's an
Mm-hmm.
Indian. Okay. So they're both cultural. She says she don't mind if the guy is bisexual because she's bisexual. The guy has been with a man before, but he doesn't consider himself gay. Okay. So apparently they got married and everything at the honeymoon. She may have, I forgot what she said, but she said something that was racially not acceptable, but she quickly apologized for it. But he decided, hey, I can't do this. I want a divorce because of that. Okay, but then throughout the thing, now mind you, he was
Really? Really?
mind you, he was kind of
Can
like
you
the
turn it off? I'm thinking. I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
so
sorry.
sorry.
He was kind of like the girl from Boston that didn't want to stay married to the guy, but wanted to stay like at the apartment for half the time, and then he could stay at the apartment half of the time.
No, yeah,
He kind of
no.
wanted to, because this couple number two, the husband lived with his mama. So I guess he
That's
wanted.
right. I remember that.
So
Okay.
I
Yeah.
guess, I guess he wanted to stay in the apartment, but no, you said you wanted a divorce. You didn't want to work it out with her.
No, you did not.
Okay, couple number three. The girl has never been in a relationship before. So she's just gonna go on up in it. Yes. So she's the happy-go-lucky, the party girl. She always the positive girl like that. Groom, at first you thought they was gonna hit it off. I guess because they didn't have the sex, it kind of turned him off and he was not attracted to her. So he kind of told her, like, okay, try to, make it seem like she was the crazy one. And every time she would want to talk about things, he would not want to talk about it on camera. And because he
That
don't,
sounds familiar. That sounds like
they,
Ryan and the other girl.
so he didn't want to look bad. It
Mm-hmm.
seemed like the next two people, hold on, hold on. All the next other couples, the guys did not want to appear looking bad. Okay, so they kind of gaslit the wife. Okay, so he was like, hey, he stayed at the apartment some of the time, staying in a different room, and then he would stay at his house most of the time, and stuff like that. Girl's crazy. On their little couples trip, the wife number three had an accident on an ATV and had stitches on her head,
Oh
bleeding
wow.
and everything. You
Yeah.
would thought it would have brought them closer, but it did not. Decision day, they decided to get a divorce. Then you had couple number four. The guy is from, I want to say New Zealand. I want to say Ireland or New Zealand one. He has an accent. And the girl is from Scottish descent. Okay. The girl is very beautiful. Okay. And the
Mm.
guy looks like he's a nerd and he's out of place, really.
Mm.
So again, he was kind of mad that she didn't want to have sex with him off the bat on their honeymoon. So he distanced himself. She's trying to get, hold on, listen, she's trying to get to know him and get to love him and all that kind of stuff. They separate. He's saying he has this kind of heart condition. She's trying to take care of him. He don't want to be taken care of. Okay, so they decide at the end of the thing to get a
They're
divorce.
taking a divorce. That's why I can't do that no more.
Couple number 5.
Did they get married?
They got married.
Oh, everybody got married. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Everybody got married. They got married. It seems like they they liked each other. However, he's religious. She is not. I'm not understanding
That's
why.
lying them. That's oh my God.
I
Okay.
don't understand why they did not decide why these matchmakers decided
Expert.
to do that, the experts. But she's also a sexual person. This
And he
man's
ain't.
like, hey, I want to take it slow. But she kept on feeling rejected by the man. And when you watch them on TV, you see him being affectionate to her, but he does not take it to that level. I
Yeah.
believe if she would have just let it happen naturally, it would have happened.
I so yeah, because
So
in those situations, you are just meeting this person, so you
right.
automatically want to have sex with them.
I guess you thinking if you can have one night stands, you can do that.
I
But
mean,
hey,
and I know that's a thing, but
so on decision day, they decide to stay married. And then what happened is he went with husband number 3 and they went out together. They went out to have a drink and stuff. And a woman producer was hanging out with them. So they was all out. And he lied to the husband number 5, lied to his wife. She's like, you know what? I should have went with my gut and just asked for a divorce, because she was gonna ask for a divorce, but they was like, the expert was like, it seemed like y'all want to try to make it work it out. Maybe y'all should just stick it out and just see how it goes outside of the cameras and stuff like that. No, so nobody stayed married. But husband number 1, 2 weeks before decision day, 3 weeks before decision day, they said, hey, would you like to try this experiment again? We found this woman for you. Okay. Now, this guy, he's a nice guy. He's a receptive guy, too. He's very receptive. And I don't understand what was the problem with the other woman, because he's actually a good husband so far as we are looking at him.
yeah,
Their communication is good and
yeah.
everything, and is building up. However, I don't think she is toned to the type of person he is, because he's out there flamboyant with his fashions and everything, talking about he would wear skirts and stuff like that. He has no problems, but he's a masculine man, but he can show his feminine side if he want to.
So
And they was
um,
a metrosexual.
there you go. That's the word I was looking for.
And so, but she's happy with him, but she's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But we don't know, because right now they're still in their beginning stage.
So are they gonna give them a spinoff or something? I'm confused.
I don't know how they're gonna do that, but it was just a
I
mess.
miss. Wow.
But it was like, I was like, really? And so, husband number 2, the one that decided that he wanted to divorce his wife right after the honeymoon, he was trying to get him his soon to be ex-wife. I want us to be friends. I want us to link up
Wow.
and just try to have a better front. He tried to make himself look good on TV, but the wife number 2 is like, okay, you say you want this, but you're not doing what you're saying you're doing. You're just doing this in
I
front of
don't
people.
like that. Like, why? We that annoys me. Yeah, I can't put myself through that no more. Cause I'd be mad at a whole bunch of people that I don't know nobody. I'm still mad at Chris Williams. I just want y'all to know that right now. If I see that man on the street, it might be on site. I'm still mad at that man for the crap that he put that girl through, because it was unnecessary. You get on the show to get married. Sight unseen. You get on the show to propose to somebody to get to an altar to make a decision whether or not you want to marry them. A lot of people said they weren't mad at Clay because at least Clay was honest, and then they would get divorced later on. Y'all not getting me. Why Clay go on this show? This is the sixth season, so you know what it is. You knew what it is when you signed up for it, but you have seen the previous seasons at this point. I'm pretty sure you went and binged them because they're on Netflix before you went and joined this show. We keep saying we're gonna go on the circle. We have seen every season of the circle, every episode of the circle.
Mm-hmm.
So we know what we're signing up for.
Mm-hmm.
Why sign up for the show if you're not gonna follow through with the plan? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So we're gonna see what happens because Clay and AD were spotted together. We're gonna
At
see
his
what happens.
sister's house or his mama's house.
Right. We are also going to see um the other dude and Megan Fox and not Megan Fox. We're gonna see
Chelsea
the
and
outings of them.
mm-hmm.
Chelsea and Jimmy. So we're going to see that. So I want to know from those situations what's going on and what's happening now. Are you people together? Are y'all trying to work it out? Because I need some more success stories. The other thing is, I feel like there should be a spinoff, and I want my 10%. If y'all do this, I'm gonna be writing y'all. Lindsay, girl, where you been? We almost done. Where you been, girl? We talk about Love Is Blind. I want to see a spinoff of the couples that have actually coupled up that we did not get to see. Not the people who cheat in the next room. And then we see, I don't care about them folks. They get on my nerves. They're liars, they're cheaters. Sarah Ann and the other dude, and then the other girl and the other dude from the other season. And now those two not together. They moved in together. They're not together. Jackie and what was his name? I don't know his name. Those people like that, I don't want to see that stuff. I want to see the success stories from Love Is Blind. You don't show the success stories. Now, I think because people were saying that they weren't showing like, the bigger people finding love, they that year that the heavier set chick and they're having a baby now. Congratulations to them. But the heavier set chick and her guy got together. Okay, I want to see more black love. I do. I want to see Asian love. I want to see all the loves. I need to see more, but I need to see those success stories where they met in the pause, they actually connected. I want some spinoffs of this, some behind the scenes. I want my cut to when y'all do it, because I feel like y'all gonna end up doing it because y'all gonna get enough complaints from people like me who view the show on a consistent and regular basis, and it's frustrated every time. Now, shout out to Cameron and Lauren. They're still together from season 1. I'm super excited for them. I'm very happy for them. They are still happily married.
They should be the ones, the couple that they should be the ones on taking Nick Lachey and Vanessa Lachey's place.
You
They're not
know
good.
what? Let's talk about that real quick, because word on the curb is that Vanessa might have been like side chick. There was a photo that was released in one of the Love Is Blind groups that was saying something to along the terms of, Vanessa, was the side piece to Nick, because they showed a picture of Nick and Jessica and Vanessa all standing. And I was like, well, y'all do know she was a host on a very popular television show where she had to interview celebrities. So the picture that they showed was like, you know, one of the celebrities, one of those shows like an ET or something like that. She used to be one of the hosts for those shows. So I don't know. And then they were like, she was also in one of his videos, and I was like, oh God, okay, this ain't making no sense. But I said the picture y'all showing is not right. So I'm gonna have to go do some research. I don't know what video she was in of his, because now y'all got me thinking what is really going on. But here's the other thing too. Jessica found her guy, right? She got her husband, she got her kids by her husband. And Nick found his person, and they got their kids, and they married, and they doing their thing. So I don't know if everybody's happy and them folks divorced, they never had kids together. It didn't work out, and I really think that show, let me tell you something. Buffalo, buffalo wings come from Buffalo, and the chicken of the sea thing. Y'all listen. Jennifer was Jessica. I'm sorry, was television gold, but that I think that was the demise of their relationship, and I really think a lot of those relationships, although they did have real feelings, because I'm still mad at the way Justin Timberlake did poor Britney Spears, but those manufactured Hollywood or pop relationships that they construed and put together, that kind of blew up in your faces. You kind of makes you wonder, hey, although you probably actually got married, like, was this something that your label was pushing, right? So all of that is just, I have questions about that. That's all. I do a little bit more research. I ain't trying to put no salt in the game. The game is the game. But I'm just saying, a lot of people were bringing that up, and I was like, well, no, she was hosting. She was a host. Y'all see a microphone in her hand. She hosting whatever she was hosting. So, um, I'm ready to see this reunion, man. I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to get in, and I don't know how much of it I'm gonna see. I might have to watch the playback because I am on my workout journey. Um, I've been going to the gym. I'm getting up at 4 something in the morning, going to the gym at 5, and working out in the morning times. Um, my body doesn't hurt as much. This week is a little different. I'm doing pointed like weight training, which is awesome. Now my eating, I've changed my eating habits, not 100%, but I have changed it a little bit. And so my meal portions are not so large. So I'm gonna continue to work in that realm. Um, but I worked my chest, my back, my shoulders, my triceps. I worked those things today. So tomorrow is gonna be. Today was a push day. Tomorrow's gonna be a pull day. So we'll be doing the pulling, and that sort of thing. So I can't wait to do that. I'll be doing some squats tomorrow too. So I gotta pray over my knees. One day I just want to have mega knees again. That's all. I want to be able to drop it like it's hot.
I don't want to make knees. I don't want to drop it like it's hot. I just want pain to stop. I want to be able to. I do not want to put another needle in my hip again.
Oh, wait, I'm not getting needles or nothing. I don't want none of that. I'm good on all of that. Amen. Amen. Um, but yes, I'm super excited about this journey because the weight got to get off. And by the time I go to the doctor next month, something got to be gone because Faith got to not be on no blood pressure medication. That is the goal in my life. So y'all, y'all keep me in your prayers because I'm trying to get this weight off of me. I don't want my bat wings. Y'all see them? I look like I can fry some chicken, don't I? I don't want them no more. I just need them gone. So this is where I am in life. Here I am. Hear me roar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All that good stuff. Um, that's really all I got. Oh, I saw a show. I binged it Sunday. I fell asleep on part of it, but it was really, really good. I only fell asleep because I was tired. I was out being fast Saturday night. Um, this show called Champion. Okay. It's kind of gives you Empire vibes, but not really, because it's the brother and sister. The sister wrote all the music for the brother. The sister can really sing. She really has all the talent. Like it's a whole thing. Y'all have got to like watch it. It's based in London, but it's like about a black family and they're black artists. And of course, a lot of people in England, if you're black, you came from Africa or Jamaica. So those are, I say, go check that out. It's a very, very good show. Wendy, what are you watching?
Okay, so now I am watching. I'm gonna try to watch Black Cake.
You didn't watch it at first?
Mm-mm.
It's
Have
really
not watched
good.
it at
It's
first.
really good.
Um, what else am I watching? What else am I
Have not
watching?
seen the last couple of episodes of The Traders. I'll be ready to talk about that next week.
Yeah. Traders UK. I'm gonna start watching the Traders UK. They got a UK version.
I saw that. Um,
Um, yeah, that's basically all. And the other stuff that normally we're watching,
yeah.
you know.
I've been watching The Equalizer. Definitely been watching The Equalizer. It's really, really good. Um, So Help Me Todd is an interesting show too. And those are on CBS. Um, The Last Airbender, The Avatar. I love this show. Y'all watch it. M. Night Shyamalan messed up the movie, but let me tell you something. Netflix got this season right, and they have been renewed for the next two seasons. So I'm interested in seeing, and it's basically the same as the cartoon. It's just a live version. So if you ever watched The Last Airbender on Nickelodeon, me and my kids were like glued to the TV. Jalen was like a baby, but we were glued to the TV every time it came on. And of course, y'all know back in the day, Netflix and Disney show out, you can binge watch a whole season in one day. You know, it's really easy because those episodes were like 30 minutes. But if y'all haven't seen The Last Airbender on Netflix, go and watch it. It's amazing. I love how they match the characters like with the cartoon. For the most part, everybody kind of looks the same. So it's
Mhm.
really, really good. The acting is amazing. The effects are great. I believe those people can really do what they are pretending to do, which is bend the air, bend the earth, bend the water, bend the fire. I'm just all for it. So make sure you check that out. It's a really, 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 really good show. Um, what else have I seen? Oh, one more thing before we get off. Did you see Todd Tribbett on the Breakfast Club?
No.
Okay. I want to say this, and I want to say this, and I hate that in the year of our Lord 2024, the church still gets offended by things that people are talking about their personal journey with church and their personal relationship with God, and everybody wants to take offense. Todd Tribbett went on the Breakfast Club and he talked about a lot of the things that he has gone through throughout his life. He talked about growing up as a preacher's kid. He talked about how he fought his calling to the ministry. He talked about how a lot of things just didn't make sense the way people did church. He ain't knocking nobody else's grind, hustle, whatever.
Mhm.
What he was knocking was some of the things like people are pressuring him. He had pressure on him because he's a preacher's kid. So
Mhm.
clearly, if you're a preacher's kid, you got extra pressures on you that the normal people don't have, right?
Mhm.
So a lot of the ministers made it their mission to get in their pulpits and kind of denounce Ty Tribbett. And I think that's wrong. Here is my thing about the church, and basically you are proving his point. What we tend to do as church folk is discuss and abandon and push people to the wayside more times than not when it comes to that. That man was talking about his personal journey and the things that he went through. He wasn't talking about nobody else's journey but his, right?
Mhm.
So when we start speaking on people's personal journey and their personal relationship with God, what we got to get away from in church is being religious versus having a relationship.
With God.
Period.
Because if you really think about it, Jesus did not like religion. He was not about
Baby,
religion.
he was flipping the tables over. You hear me? Because of religion. Y'all ain't get that because y'all still selling the fish plates at the church. Listen.
Mhm.
And I ain't got nothing. Look, if y'all trying to raise money for the builder fund and folk want to buy a fish plate from your church, I have nothing against that. That's your church. That's how you do it. But what he was talking about was, I don't need to go to church out of religious obligation. I don't need to do that. And I got what he was saying. And I don't understand how people, I listened to it because I was looking at all the TikTok videos and everybody was like, Pastor Mike saying this and this pastor went up and said that. And I was like, this man didn't say none of what these folk got on their pulpit and said. If they actually watched the interview and watched it from beginning to end, they would have understood what that man was saying. He said, I had a moment where I was struggling with my calling because the way that I was shown church was religion. Period.
Mhm.
Every preacher across the land should be teaching relationship versus religion. Period. We don't need to be doing stuff because this is what we supposed to do. Because no, that's why people are running away from the church right now. Because y'all caught up in religion. Period. I urge everybody to go watch it. It was really, really good. I got it. I'm a fan of Ty Tribbett. Will always be. Ty be getting crunk. Ty also wrote a lot of music for a few secular artists, like for instance Vivian Green. Him and his brother worked on her album. He did Cry Me a River. As a
Hmm.
matter of fact, Ty Tribbett and Marsha Ambrosius, I did not know, sang the backgrounds on Cry Me a River. And now that I listen to it, it makes sense. He said he got paid $2,000 for that. He got gypped. But but he worked, and that's how he got his gospel recording contract, his first gospel recording contract. Just working and doing what he does and making music. So y'all, stop speaking on other people's journeys and what they got going on. It ain't none of your business. It's God's business. And y'all out here judging folk. It's not cool. It ain't right.
The one thing that I've learned is you keep your mouth off of people of the cloth. I don't, even though if I don't agree with everything a certain preacher would do, you will never hear me talk bad about them because I'm not supposed to put my mouth on anyone like
Well, I
that.
don't know about putting my mouth on folk. Yeah, I call right, right, and wrong, wrong. If you wrong, you wrong. But you know, I don't like that we condemn one another. I don't like that. I call stuff out all the time. I don't have no problem. I don't care who you are. I'm not a respecter of persons. God ain't either. But for people to get up in their pulpits and condemn a person because you don't agree with what he said and you took offense because you were hit dog and you hollering, that ain't cool either. So that's where I am. And these are people of the cloth putting their mouths on people, a person of the cloth. So that's all I'm saying. Y'all want brownie points with whoever. I don't know who you're trying to get brownie points with because I don't think God was pleased with any of that. So y'all watch out, for what y'all doing. And leave people's personal journeys alone. Just because something happened for you differently than it happened for that man, that man went through what he went through. Let that go. Um, it's a lot of things that are taboo to talk about in the church. Divorce, although a lot of the Christians are getting a divorce. We know plenty. It's a lot of things that are taboo that people still don't want to talk about, people still don't want to deal with, and people are still saying, well, you should do this. But sis, that ain't right. He's still cheating, or she's still doing whatever, or it's crazy. We just Religion got to come up out of a lot of people's daily habits. It just has to go. Just my thought process on it. We finna get off of here because it's after 10 o'clock. I gotta get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I definitely love you guys. Wendy, how can they reach you?
Um, on Facebook, Wendy Edinburgh Smith. Um,
I'll have our things back up. I just ain't. I'm sorry.
Instagram at vlux76, and my website is maryk.com/WEDINGBOURGH.
And you guys can reach me on all my platforms with the exception of Facebook at Vixkey is Faith. So that's TikTok, Instagram, X, Twitter. Yeah. And then on Facebook, you can reach me at Vixkia's Faith More. You can reach us at the Size Up on Facebook, the Size Up 2102 on Instagram. I feel like we on Twitter too. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. And you also can go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Size Up Official Podcast. And actually, I think that's what I'm going to change it to on the Instagram and on the Facebook. We finna figure it out in a minute. I'm gonna figure it out one day because I got a dedicated day to just deal with our stuff. But at any rate, y'all can reach us there if you want to know when we get ready to go live. Now, sometimes we don't be knowing when we get ready to go live, but hit the notification bell, follow us, subscribe, like. We like the likes. and share because we're hilarious. Sometimes, maybe all the time. But and if you're interested in being a guest, hit us up at the sizeup2102@gmail.com. And just hit us up, let us know you're interested in being on, and we'll get you on here. Anything else, Wendy?
Nope.
All hearts and minds clear. We
Nope.
about to be out of here, man. We'll see y'all next week. Bye. Oh, oops. I'm supposed to have my hand on the button, Jesus. I am, and I ain't got it. Because what am I doing? Okay, there we go.